Canadian Citizenship Test Question and Answer. Question: what are the colors present in the Canadian flag? A. Blue and white. B. Red and white. C. Green and white. D. Red and blue. The answer is B. Red and white. Question: from where did the first European settlers in Canada come? A. Germany. B. England. C. France. D. Iceland. The answer is C. France. Question: one-third of all Canadians live in which province? A. Saskatchewan. B. Quebec. C. Alberta. D. Ontario. The answer is D. Ontario. Question: who can ask you about whom you voted for? A. No one. B. Any other Canadians. C. Your local MP. D. The Prime Minister. The answer is A. No one. Question: what happens when the federal government loses a confidence vote? A. An election is called. B. The official opposition party takes power. C. The Prime Minister loses his job. D. The Prime Minister is no longer the leader of his party. The answer is A. An election is called. Question: who are the group of seven in modern Canada? A. A group of politicians. B. A group of Canadian companies. C. A group of cowboys who defended Canada. D. A group of Canadian landscape painters in the 1920s. The answer is D. A group of Canadian landscape painters in the 1920s. Question: what outcome and significance did the War of 1812 with the USA have for Canada? A. Canada formed part of the United States. B. Canada lost a lot of people in the war. C. Canada protected its independence from the United States. D. Canada became an independent country. The answer is C. Canada protected its independence from the United States. Question: what is the meaning of the Canadian coat of arms and motto Amari Usque Admire? A. From air to land. B. From sea to land. C. From land to sea. D. From sea to sea. The answer is D. From sea to sea. Question: how is a cabinet minister chosen? A. By the Prime Minister. B. By the King. C. By the voters. D. By the senators. The answer is A. By the Prime Minister. Question: what does MA stand for? A. Member of the National Aid. B. Member of the National Association. C. Member of the National Airline. D. Member of the National Assembly. The answer is D. Member of the National Assembly. Question: what is Canada's system of government called? A. Dictatorship. B. Parliamentary government. C. Military rule. D. Communism. The answer is B. Parliamentary government. Question: how can you contact your member of parliament? A. By using social media site online. B. By writing a letter to the House of Commons. C. By booking an appointment over the phone. D. By waiting outside of Parliament building. The answer is B. By writing a letter to the House of Commons. Question. What are the two principles upon which Canada is founded? A. The supremacy of God and the rule of law. B. The supremacy of God and freedom of speech. C. The supremacy of law and the rule of God. D. Mobility right and the rule of law. The answer is A. The supremacy of God and the rule of law. Question. Since when has the protocol for the amendment of the Canadian Constitution existed? A. 1962. B. 1982. C. 1885. D. 1972. The answer is B. 1982. Question. Who led on armed uprising and seized Fort Garry? A. John A. Macdonald. B. Louis Riel. C. Sam Steele. D. George Gate Cartier. The answer is B. Louis Riel. Question. Who can enter and leave the country freely without time constraints? A. Canadian citizens and landed immigrants. B. Commonwealth citizens. C. Canadian citizens. D. British citizens. The answer is C. Canadian citizens. Question. Which province was the first to grant voting rights to women? A. Quebec. B. Ontario. C. Nova Scotia. D. Manitoba. The answer is D. Manitoba. Question. When was the current flag of Canada raised for the first time? A. 1921. B. 1965. C. 1949. D. 1892. The answer is B. 1965. Question. In which province are more than half of Canada's aeronautics and space industry located? A. Saskatchewan. B. Ontario. C. Quebec. D. Manitoba. The answer is C. Quebec. Question. Which province was split into two at Confederation? A. Lower Canada. B. Newfoundland. C. Upper Canada. D. The province of Canada. The answer is D. The province of Canada. Question. Which party becomes the official opposition? A. The party the Prime Minister selects. B. The party with the least votes. C. The party with the second most votes. D. Any independent candidate. The answer is C. The party with the second most votes. Question. Which province are connected to Ontario by land? A. New Brunswick in Quebec. B. Alberta and Quebec. C. Steve, Manitoba and Quebec. D. Manitoba and Alberta. The answer is C. Steve, Manitoba and Quebec. Question. What is the role of the opposition parties? A. To ensure reports about the current government are sent to the King. B. To supervise the government. C. To oppose or try to improve government proposals. D. The regulate government proposals. The answer is C. To oppose or try to improve government proposals. Question. Why is the British North America Act important in Canadian history? A. It was agreed to by the First Nations and Inuit. B. It was written by the British government. C. The Aboriginal people signed the act. D. It made Confederation legal. The answer is D. It made Confederation legal. Question. Why is the North sometimes called the land of the midnight sun? A. It is closer to the sun. B. The northern lights appear at midnight. C. It is night most of the time. D. Summer daylight can last up to 24 hours. The answer is D. Summer daylight can last up to 24 hours. Question. When did the United Empire Loyalists come to Canada? A. Late 1600s. B. Early 1600s. C. Early 1700s. D. Late 1700s. The answer is D. Late 1700s. Question. Who has the right to apply for a Canadian passport? A. British citizens. B. Canadian citizens. C. Any immigrant who has stayed a minimum of 3 years in Canada. D. Wealthy citizens. The answer is B. Canadian citizens. Question. What is a responsible government? A. The government is responsible for the well-being of its people. B. The government must take responsibility for any act of where it decides to commit. C. A government that is against corruption. D. The government must resign if it loses a confidence vote in the assembly. The answer is D. The government must resign if it loses a confidence vote in the assembly. Question. What level of government passes by laws? A. Provincial. B. Municipal or local government. C. Federal. D. Senators. The answer is B. Municipal or local government. Question. In which type of industry did most early European settlers work? A. For trading. B. Oil. C. Gold mining. D. Hunting. The answer is A. For trading. Question. How is the Prime Minister chosen? A. The MPs vote on the Prime Minister. B. The Governor General with the Senators appoint the Prime Minister. C. The King appoints the Prime Minister. D. The leader of the party with the most elected member of Parliament. The answer is D. The leader of the party with the most elected member of Parliament. Question. Who proclaimed the amended Constitution of Canada in 1982? A. The Senate. B. Queen Elizabeth II. C. The people of Canada. D. The Prime Minister. The answer is B. Queen Elizabeth II. Question. Which of the following are not responsibilities of the Governor General? A. Chooses the opposition party. B. Performs the ceremonial duties of the head of the state. C. sign bills to make them law after they have been passed by Parliament? D. A and C. The answer is A. Chosen the opposition party. Question. Who was Sir George Etienne Cartier? A. A railway lawyer in Montreal. B. The first French-Canadian Prime Minister. C. The first head of the responsible government. D. Canada's first Prime Minister. The answer is A. A railway lawyer in Montreal. Question. What principles out of the following is Canada's constitution based on? A. Multiculturalism, peace and order. B. Peace, order and good government. C. War, order and good government. D. Mobility rights, order and good government. The answer is B. Peace, order and good government. Question. What is celebrated on the 26th of December? A. Remembrance Day. B. Victory Day. C. Boxing Day. D. Canada Day. The answer is C. Boxing Day. Question. What is the Canada's national winter sport? A. Lacrosse. B. Basketball. C. Hockey. D. Golf. The answer is C. Hockey. Question. What are the main functions of the cabinet? A. Natural resources. B. Navigation. C. To prepare the budget and propose new laws to be implemented. D. Defense. The answer is C. To prepare the budget and propose new laws to be implemented. Question. If the government loses a confidence vote in assembly, they A. Call for by-elections. B. Can continue. C. Do nothing. D. Must resign. The answer is D. Must resign. Question. What is the Great Charter of Freedom, also known as? A. Habeas corpus. B. Dominion of Canada. C. Canadian Constitution. D. Magna Carta. The answer is D. Magna Carta. Question. Who chose Ottawa as the capital of Canada? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. Queen Elizabeth II. C. Queen Victoria. D. Queen Anne. The answer is C. Queen Victoria. Question. What are the Prime Minister and Cabinet Ministers together called? A. The Government. B. The Cabinet. C. The House of Commons. D. The Senate. The answer is B. The Cabinet. Question. Who is General Sir Arthur Carey? A. Canada's greatest soldier in the First World War. B. A great frontier hero. C. An explorer of Western Canada. D. A military leader of the Medes in the 19th century. The answer is A. Canada's greatest soldier in the First World War. Question. What does the word Inuit mean? A. Eskimo in the inactive languages. B. Whom in English. C. The people in the inactive languages. D. The Arctic land in the inactive languages. The answer is C. The people in the inactive languages. Question. Who had played an important part in building the Canadian Pacific Railway CPR? A. Acadian Railroad workers. B. Afro-American slaves. C. American railroad engineers. D. Chinese railroad workers. The answer is D. Chinese railroad workers. Question. Who do members of parliament represent? A. Everyone who lives in his or her electoral district. B. Everyone who lives in his or her neighborhood. C. Everyone who lives in his or her province. D. Everyone in northern Canada. The answer is A. Everyone who lives in his or her electoral district. Question. On what date did Nunavut become a territory? A. April 1st, 1999. B. May 1st, 1998. C. July 1st, 1867. D. July 31st, 1820. The answer is A. April 1st, 1999. Question. Which province is on the Pacific coast of Canada? A. Nova Scotia. B. Alberta. C. New Brunswick. D. British Columbia. The answer is D. British Columbia.